welcome to my bedroom. And today I just wanted to, I guess, like make a video about something that I'll just get into it. So ever since I was small, I was short. I was short for my age. Everyone told me I was short. I was never bullied. Thank God. But it was a thing that people always point out to me last time. I remember people always point out to me, and then I will always like stand in front of the line, or like when teachers say short people come in front, and then everyone would just look at me. I was short for my age. Okay, I was short for my age. I did not get those tall genes. I'm still not tall, but I feel like I've grown. Last time I'm here, and then like last time my friends is here, and now we're like that. Like I've grown a bit, but last time I used to be quite short, for my age, and everyone used to point it out to me, but I never got bullied, so thank God for that. But it was my insecurity for a long time, for many years, because even though no one was mean to me about it, it's something that, can you imagine if you have like a face, like something on your face that you don't like? Let's say you have a mole here. Nothing wrong with having moles. I'm just saying, like, okay, let's say you have it and you don't like it, you're insecure about it, and everyone is pointing out to you, your mole, you have a mole, even though they don't mean it in a bad way, but like when you're insecure about something and everyone just points it out to you constantly. That's what happened to me for many years. And ever since I was a kid, I was so insecure about being short, and I remember googling, is that a word? I don't know. I remember me Google how to be tall and things like that, and I just felt like there was something wrong with me, even though there wasn't. It's totally fine to be short, by the way. All my short girls out there, or short boys, it is fine. Your height doesn't define you. Anyway, so yeah, I remember sometimes people will tell my mom about it, that I'm short. Like, oh, what? What? And then my mother, this is the thing that she used to say to them. I remember I used to hear it. She used to tell them, oh, it's okay, next time when she's 15 she will shoot up, And that got me like, wow, even my own mother can't wait for me to be tall. It's not like she said, oh, it's okay for her to be short. She always said like, oh, next time when she's 15 she will shoot up. So yeah, anyway, so ever since I was small, I kind of always thought that being short was a bad thing, and I hated it, and it took me many years to like get over the insecurity. Now I don't even care, partly because I'm not that short anymore, and partly because like I don't even care anymore. Like I used to want to be tall so bad, tall like my best friend is like so tall. She's always been so tall, and now it's like, yeah, whatever. I mean, I don't really care anymore, but it took me many years. But the thing I want to talk about in this video is that it didn't stop there. Okay, even after I'm not insecure about it anymore, recently, like in the past few months, I've realized that even after all of that happened, after all of those years, and I'm not insecure about my height anymore, I was the one who started calling people short. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. I did it, and this is something that I only realized like recently that I've been doing. So I didn't realize it while I was doing it. But I remember, like, I used to call people short for like, I don't know. I remember doing it when I was 16, 17, maybe even 15. And I remember some of those people who I call short, and I never meant it in a mean way. But I don't know why it always unconsciously came out to me to make fun of someone who was shorter than me. It just unconsciously happened. I never ever meant it in a mean way. Mostly I just meant it in a joking way, like, huh, you're so short, And I don't know, I just felt a sense of like, when I told someone who was shorter than me that they were shorter than me. And only recently did I realize that, and I was like, what was I doing? And the thing is, I was doing it so unconsciously. Like, I wasn't even thinking about it. If I see someone who's shorter than me, like a friend who's shorter than me, every time I meet them, I will mention to them that they're short. And I promise you, I never meant it in a mean way. I just meant it in a for fun kind of way. Just for fun. And I never realized that I was doing what people used to do to me. And it's something I only realized recently, and I was like, what? I've been doing what I hated people to do to me. And it's just crazy how I never realized it. And sometimes that makes me wonder, like, those people who point out your insecurities to you, probably they don't even do it consciously, Probably they do it because they were used to people doing that to them. And I realized that, and then I stopped. I really stopped. I mean, after I realized that, I was like, whoa, I still need to apologize to I'm okay, right after this, I keep on forgetting. I need to like WhatsApp, especially this one person. Like, I can't remember exactly everyone, but I remember there's this one person who I used to call short, so I'm gonna go WhatsApp her after this and sorry if I hurt you and things like that. But you know, it's just so worrying how we do things unconsciously just because someone used to do it to us, and I feel so bad right now, even though I never meant it in a bad way. But still, the implications of me doing that to someone could have had a bad implication. What if that person was insecure about their height and I didn't know? You know, and I just feel so bad because I never meant it in a bad way. I never meant to hurt anyone. But it's just something that unconsciously came out of me. And that's why I really wanna, you know, get this point across. Like, the things that we hear throughout our life, and you know, the things that shape us, the things that are around us when we grow up, I feel like it can really shape us, you know, and it can make us feel like something is not wrong when it's actually wrong, or something that should not be said and we say it, you know. You get what I mean? It's just weird how people always used to tell me I'm short, and then after I got over that, and people don't really do that anymore also, I started doing that to people. It's crazy and it's scary, and I decided, you know, I need to stop that, so I stopped it. It's a good thing I realized it, because imagine how many more people I can hurt. But the thing is, it's just so weird that this thing, because it used to happen to me all the time, I guess it went into my brain, and I guess there's also a part of me that was hurt. You know, it used to hurt me so much when people point out my height. So I guess unconsciously my brain wanted to do that to someone else also, even without me being... I never meant to hurt anyone, never meant to be mean back to anyone. But I guess inside my brain, because it was already hurt by hearing all that for so many years, it wanted to let that out on someone. I can't be the only one dealing with this. I can't be the only one who had to deal with this insecurity. I better give this insecurity to someone else. And I just feel like that is so bad, because I think that's why we really need to be careful what we say. Like, even if in our culture it's a very normal thing, you know how like sometimes in our culture it's a very normal thing to just comment on someone's physical appearance. You know, the first thing someone says when they see you is, hey, you're so fat now. You know, even though they don't mean it in a mean way, I feel like it's bad to normalize that kind of thing. You know, why are we always commenting on people's appearances? You know, oh, you're so short now, or whatever. You know, why can't we say, oh, you look so happy now, you know? I feel like, okay, unless if we really know that person and they're close to us, and we know it's something like they're on a weight loss journey, you know, and we notice that they have lost weight, then I think that's good, you know, because it's motivating and you know the person. But other than that, I don't think we should do that. I don't think we should. Just don't. You never know the thing that you wouldn't expect them to be insecure about that they're actually insecure about. You know, they could be insecure about being tall, you never know. Don't tell them. They could be insecure about being skinny. Don't tell them they're skinny. And I feel like this is just something that has become so normalized to just comment on someone's physical appearance the first time you see them. Even though it might not necessarily be a bad thing, but you never know, someone is insecure about it. People probably never thought that I was insecure about my height, so they just kept telling me, oh, you're short, you're short, you're short, you know. They probably never knew. It's not their fault, but it's just the way it is. You know, you can hurt someone without knowing it. And I feel like this is also where we need to be a bit more careful about what we say to kids. I feel like sometimes we feel like kids don't understand. Like, kids don't know. Kids don't get it. Kids don't understand. And we feel like we can say anything to them because of that. No. I'm still hurt by people calling me short as a kid. And small. I used to be small also. People used to do that to me as a kid. As a small kid. And you would think that, you know, I can just call a kid anything. They wouldn't understand. No. They grow up. You know, and they can get hurt, and that hurt can still follow them as they grow up, and then they might pass on that hurt to someone else. I feel like I've read somewhere that bullies actually are hurt, right? And that's why they bully people. That could be the same way with this, you know. Probably the people who make fun of you, of your insecurities, they also had people make fun of their insecurities. Doesn't mean what they're doing is right. Okay, I crossed the line. Okay, just because it happened to you doesn't mean you can do it to someone else. I feel like we all need that kind of like awareness. Okay, you know, like when you read that kind of story of like a serial killer, you know, a kid who like went through a lot of trauma growing up and all of that, and that's why he grew up to become a serial killer, you know, that kind of story. And you would like feel bad for him, but actually, yeah, I mean, he had a bad childhood and bad past and all that, but we all still have this humanity inside us, you know. It's still his fault that he became a serial killer. So I'll never change my view about that. I don't care how much you went through, okay? I feel like we all still have this thing called, I don't know, our conscience, you know, that would prevent us from hurting people. Okay, just because you are hurt doesn't mean you have the right to hurt people. But I also understand why some people hurt people, because they have been hurt. Doesn't mean what they're doing is right, but I can understand it. So yeah, you know, the words lah that you hear, especially as a kid, I feel like we should be really careful what we say to kids, you know, because like I said, I feel like sometimes we feel like kids don't understand. Kids won't understand. Kids won't understand. They won't get it. They do. I remember being 8 years old and being hurt and insecure about my height. I remember what people call me short when I'm 8 years old. So, you know, the things you say to kids, I feel like, kids, please be careful what you say to kids, because like you never know, one thing you say can like ruin their life, you know, and have like a childhood trauma or something like that, and like a childhood hurt, you know, that followed them from their childhood until they are big. So I feel like we all just need to be careful what we say to kids, and be aware that kids also are aware of what you say and they can understand what you say. Kids are not dumb. Alright, kids are not dumb. And also I feel like we all need to take a step back and just ask ourselves, have I done anything to hurt anyone that was caused by what people used to do to hurt me? You know, I feel like we don't realize it. I didn't realize it, that I was calling people short, because I guess it was already in my brain to just do that, because everyone had been doing that to me my whole life. So it was a normal thing that I had to do once I was in power, you know, like once I wasn't short anymore, once I wasn't that short anymore, and now I'm more of like a normal height. By the way, there's no normal height. It's okay to be tall, short, whatever, okay? But anyway, so like I guess in my brain I was like, you know, that human, that sinful part of me was like, I can't wait to be in power so that I can do to people what they used to do to me, you know, and that's not good. And once I got in power, as in I wasn't that short anymore, I started to call people short, and that's not good. That's not good. I did it unconsciously, never meant it to hurt anyone, but you never know what your words can do, you know. So yeah, after this I'm gonna apologize to that person. Can't believe it took me this long. I kind of forgot about it. You know, I forgot. But I remember there's this one person who I used to call short. Probably a few more, but I don't remember. I'm sorry. But if you're watching this video, I'm sorry if I've ever called you short. It's just, yeah, I guess we all have that mean side of us, you know? Like, I've been hurt, so I want you to also feel this hurt. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. I know you're hurt. I know you've been hurt. You don't need to pass that hurt on to someone else. Alright? And if you realize that you've been unconsciously might be passing that hurt on to someone else, like you don't mean it, but you say something that might hurt someone, I encourage you to really you know, take a step back and realize that, and maybe go and apologize to that person or something, because you never know. You never know. Like I said, the people who used to make fun of me because of my height, they probably never meant it in a bad way. They were just pointing it out, hey, you're so short. But it hurt me. So you never know what your words can do. And yeah, that's it for this video. Super short talk. I think I like this kind of like just talking kind of video. I don't know, comment down below your thoughts. Have you ever done this? Have you found yourself like pushing your insecurity on other people just because you used to be hurt by it, you know? Comment down below, because I would love to know. Anyway, I'm very sorry about the quality of my front camera right now. I don't know why it's being like this nowadays, but hopefully it gets better soon. I don't know. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video.